Assalamu alaikum. This is the summary of lesson 1 from topic 3. This lesson is all about adding tens and ones on a 100 chart. In this lesson, we will be studying from page number 93 to 96. Here we see a 100 chart, and we can see there are numbers from 1 to 100 on the 100 chart, and in each row we can see there are 10 numbers arranged from right to left. If I take a closer look at any of these numbers, I see that in each row the number is increased by 1/10. For example, here I can see it's 4. If I go just one row down, it's 14. One row more, it's 24, then 34, 44. So the numbers are increasing in with tens. If I move in the forward direction, I see the numbers are increasing by ones. Like here, 4, 5, 6, 7. In any row, it's the same case, 63, 64, 65. Now we are going to use this 100 chart to solve our equation given here. How can you use 100 chart to help you find 32 plus 43? Explain. Write an equation to show the sum. We can use two different ways to solve this equation. For the first way is to add tens first and then ones. So I'm going to start from number 32, and I can see in tens place there is 4, so I'll be moving down 4 rows. That means each row is 1/10, so I'm going to move down 4 rows. Then I'm going to move 3 spaces forward because there are 3 at one's place. Where I have reached is my final answer, and I can see I have reached here at 75. So I can write in the form of equation 32 plus 43 equals 75. I can also write my whole process in words like this. Start at 32, move down 4 rows, then move 3 spaces forward. Finally, we reached at 75. Here is the other way to solve the same equation. In this way, we again start at 32, but this time we add the ones first. I can see there is number 3 in the ones place, so I'll be moving 3 spaces forward first. Then I will add tens, and that's, I can see there is 4 in tens place, so I'll be moving down 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I have reached the same place, that's 75. So again, I can express the same thing in the form of equation. In the form of words, I can write it like this. Start at 32, move 3 spaces forward because there is 3 in one's place. Then move 4 rows down because we need to add tens in the second step. We finally reached at 75. Here we can see the same thing. There's another equation 54 plus 18, and we can solve it in two different ways. The one way is to add tens first. So we start at 54, then we need to add 18, so we can see there is 1 in tens place, so we will move just 1 row down. Then we will add 8 spaces forward, so we can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need to continue it on the next row. We have reached at 72, so this is our final sum. The other way to do this is to start again at 54, but this time we can add the ones first. So we will be moving 8 spaces forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this way we have added 8 ones first, then we'll be moving to one row down because we need to add 1 tens here. Finally, we have reached at 72. So either way, we get to the same answer. Here again, we have got some equations to solve. For example, here we have got 19 plus 20, and in this again we will be starting from 19 and just we need to add 20. So we will be moving 2 rows down and we reached at 39. Similarly, we can solve all these problems. Max says that to find 54 plus 18 on a 100 chart, you can start at 54, move down 2 rows, and move back 2 spaces. Do you agree? Explain. So he's saying we need to, although the proper way to do that is 54, then we move 1 down, then move 8 forward. But he's saying that we can move right away 2 steps down, that is 20, and then move 2 back. Do you agree? Explain. Yeah, he is right, because we know 18 is just 2 less than 20. So instead of just moving ahead or moving first 1 step down and then moving forward 8 steps, we can do it this way too, that we may move 2 rows down. This way we have added 20, and as we know 18 is just 2 less than 20, so we can move 2 spaces backward direction, and again we will be reaching to the same correct answer. On page number 95, we have to do independent practice, and we have to use the 100 charts to solve our equations. For example, first one is being solved and explained here. 33 plus 9, we start from 33 and then move 9 spaces forward. Finally, we reach at 42, so we can write here 42. In this second example, we need to add 12 plus 73. We start from number 12, and we can see in the tens place it's 7, so we can move down 7 spaces, and then we can move forward 3 spaces. We reached at 85 and we can enter this here. Here is another example. We have one of the addends missing, so we'll be starting from 83 and we will move on until I reach 90, and then I'm going to see how many spaces we have moved. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so we can write here 7. Here is another example of one of the digit of the addend is missing. So we are going to start again here from 51, and we know that we need to move once, because there is 1 in the tens place, so we'll be moving 1 space down, 1 row down, then we will move on until we reach 67. So once we have reached 67, we can count how many ones we have moved. So we can count from here 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I can write here 6. Finally, we are on page number 96 and we are going to solve some problems here. Sarah has 48 buttons. Louis has 32 buttons. How many buttons do they have in all? So we can start from 48 and we need to add 32, that means 3 rows down and 2 spaces forward. Finally, we reached at 80. So there are 80 buttons in all. Okay, in the next problem we have here, Mika had 70 buttons. Then she found 19 more buttons. How many buttons does Mika have now? So we can start at 70. There are 2 different ways to do that. One is by starting from 70, then moving 1 row down and moving ahead 9 spaces. We will reach at 89. There's another way to solve the same thing, is that we know that 19 is just 1 less than 20, so we can go right 2 spaces down, 2 rows down, that is adding 20 to 70, we will reach at 90, and then this way we have added 20 and we can move 1 step backward, and this way we will reach 89. So finally, total number of buttons Mika has is 89. Now here is another problem. Write the steps you take to add 43 and 39 on a 100 chart. So now here again there are 2 different ways to add it. First is by starting at 43. I start at 43. I move 3 rows down. Here we can see we have moved 3 rows down. Then I move 9 spaces forward, because we can see here 3 in the tens place and 9 in the ones place. So we can move 9 spaces forward. Then I reached 82. Finally, where we reached is 82. There is another way to do the same problem, because here we can see 39 is just 1 less than 40, so we can add 40 first and then make it 1 less. So in order to do that, we can start again from 43, then move down 4 rows, then move 1 space back. Again we have reached here 82. Now here in this final problem, we need to find all the equations that have a sum of 35. Here I can see all these three equations have a sum of 35.